the excess bit, I just pinched. These fillers do have a date on them, so I trimmed it back a bit too far, so I had to just piece a little bit in. I'm going to fit this, which is the blind cubby hole down there. See that? Right, I'm now going to cover this with four-way stretch. Needs a little bit of a clean. That side isn't too bad, but that's the side that's got to be covered. Yeah, I'll just give it a wipe over. And also, I'll give it a little bit of a scuff up, I think, because this trim fix does say not suitable for highly plasticized PVC, which I'm guessing is what that is. So yeah, whether this will actually stick to this or not, I don't know, but I think if I scuff it up, I can't see any reason why it wouldn't. Yeah, so going to cover that. I have already done, actually did it last night or yesterday afternoon. I have covered around the window on the sliding door. This is the top piece on the sliding door. I'll just show the finished thing of that. I didn't video it. Don't think that'd be very interesting, but I'll just explain what I did rather than actually showing doing it. And probably the same with this. I mean, it's basically spray glue on the side, spray glue on the back of the carpet, stick it down, just fold it around. You know, that's not very exciting, is it? The only thing we'll say is you do need to have a proper mask, or not so much the mask but the proper filters, which are these P2R1 I think they're commonly called, but yeah, they're specifically for this type of thing. These are no good. No good for this sort of stuff, really. Yeah, so make sure you do wear a mask. That's not very nice stuff. Yeah, so I'll just cut a piece of four-way stretch, and also the other thing with four-way stretch is there is an orientation. So if you start putting a piece on, well, that'll come across really. If you start putting one piece one way and then another piece another way, they do actually look different colours. You probably can't see it more there. They do actually look a different colour. This one, well, to the eye, whether it come out on camera or not, this one looks darker than this one. But it's only because they're at different orientations. So when I cut a piece off the roll, I just put a little snick in the top, so I know what the top is, and then again on the roll I'll put a little snick in, just so I know which is the top side, if you like, of the carpet, so it all goes on the right orientation. Yeah, so I'll just get a piece. I'll clean this up and scuff this up first, not forgetting to remark front. So I know, well, I'll mark that on the back so I know which way it's got to go back on, just to make sure the holes line up. So I've got that piece to do. That is actually a pretty thick piece of PVC. That must be a couple of mil thick, I think. Not more, 2.5 mil maybe. Whereas this piece, which is for the lower half, is slightly thinner, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, so I've got to do the same with that. I mean, obviously the only thing is, because I'm going to be reusing the original fixings, which are the big black push-in plastic things. Obviously they will look, you know, we'll have them all the way around, but it's either that or cut a piece of plywood. I suppose I could screw Could screw it direct into the metal, but yeah. And just use screw fixings, yeah, possibly. Although it would be easier because all the control cables for the door handles behind here, so it really needs to be easy to come off. So yeah, I don't know, I might just reuse them, we'll see. Yeah, so anyway, let's get on and cut a piece of carpet. Right, let's clean that, and I'll give it a bit of a scuff over with some 80 grit. And also just scuffed over the other side, the edge, just around the edges. This is the front of it. This is the back of the material. And this is the top. So what I'll do is spray that, mask up first, and wait for it to go a bit tacky, and then just flip that over onto there, turn the thing right over again, and then just smooth that out. Yeah, one panel covered. I'll just give it a little while just to make sure that is going to stay on there before I do the big one, because if it doesn't stick, I will have to then just make some plywood ones. But so far seems okay. And that's the other side. So the corners, the excess bit, I just pinched the bits together in several places, and then just cut across with the scissors. Could equally do it with a Stanley blade. Yeah, and I've just trimmed along the excess with a Stanley. That corner not quite as neat, but that is the back, so that don't really matter as long as that sits flat. Yeah, so as long as that stays stuck, that'll be fine. You know, the challenge is going to be to refine the holes that when I come to fit it. I can just about maybe feel them. I'll know roughly where they are by the holes in the van. Yeah, so hopefully that will be okay. Trimmings. Oh yeah, the other thing with this, I meant to say, these fillers do have a date on them, which is a kind of use by date. And the other thing is, once you've taken them out of the sealed packaging, they have a limited lifespan. I think they're only good for a month, something like that. Then you have to get some new ones. So what you want to do is try and do all your carpet in one go if you can. If not, you're going to have to buy a second set of filters. Yeah, having said that, I think that might be successful. We'll see what it looks like on the van, which at the moment it's really frosty out there, so I'm going to give that a miss until that warms up today, and then I'll go and fit this and video show you the other bit, the door around the window, which I had a few problems with, which you can actually see now in daylight a little bit, but it's got to be behind the kitchen unit, so I suppose that's that important. So that's the top two panels done, on the top panel in the window area. I've just got to put the lower one in. Yeah, so this window, I had the this is straight onto the PIR board. Yeah, I did have a couple of little issues. What I forgot was that this frame here when I trimmed it back, I forgot this frame doesn't go right the way to the top and the bottom, so I trimmed it back a bit too far, so I had to just piece a little bit in, although that won't really matter because the blind frame, when that goes on, goes right up to these edges anyway, so I needn't have really bothered doing that. Yeah, I did get a couple of wrinkles in this corner, because the problem is, because that's on the PIR, you can't really rip it back and redo it because it will just pull the foil off the top of the PIR, so I had to kind of try and smooth them out as best I could. Yeah, you can only really see them when this light is on, because obviously it casts a bit of a down shadow. Yeah, so there are a couple of little, and obviously you can't see the little lumps and bumps that are in the PIR board, but to try and get some plywood on top there would have been quite difficult, I think. Yeah, so this one is on. I've got, this is the plastic, the PVC is sort of coming out a little bit, so I might have to put some extra screws in there. You can just see that it's causing a bit of a shadow on there, although, yeah, like I say, with the light off you can't really notice. But yeah, I might just put some more screws in just to pin that back a bit more. But yeah, I think that looks okay. Yeah, I had that horrible messy bit there, so I did just have to get some rubbing compound on that to take the paint back a bit. Yeah, some of this rubbing compound, and just got those marks out of there, and there's a few along. That one is actually, the paint is back there, I think, so I might have to get a little bit of touch up paint on there if I can get the right colour. So this door, once I fit that lower panel, will be pretty much done. And then I think I'll do that piece there and across the top before I go on to, or actually I might actually do that if you get a bit warmer weather. It's very cold at the moment, so I'm not sure if the adhesive will be very good. Yeah, so there's that one to do, that section there to cover up with carpet, which is going to be even more challenging than doing that one. It's got kind of a double, you got this piece here to do and this piece here, double corners. That side especially is going to be really tight to do, so that might be a little bit of a challenge, and the air might be a little bit blue. So yeah, not looking forward to doing that. Yeah, I suppose I could concentrate more on these corners, because like I say, when the frame goes in there for the, you don't see none of this anyway, this piece here, or none of this black, because it all covers that. Yeah, and I've started to, I'll just put some stain on there. I did think about painting it the same colour as that. I thought, no, I'll stain it the same as the ceiling and put some clear over the top as well. That's just had one coat, I might just give that another coat of stain, because you can see this little notch here. Yeah, coming along. And that's the lower panel all fitted, so I had to reuse the original black fixings in the holes. That's holding that back pretty well. They are a bit wobbly, these plastic panels, but yeah, might as well reuse it. It was there, so yeah, so there's that. That's the middle one, and that's the top one. Yeah, I think that looks okay. So with that done, I can now get on and do the kitchen. But the one thing I want to try and do and build the kitchen units is make the rear panel, in other words the back here, removable, so if need be can get access to all these fixings. I need to take that panel off to do the cables inside there for the door latches. Yeah, so that's something I must remember to do. I get to do that. Yeah, so I think I might go on and do that now. Have a little measure up and see what I need to do that. Do this piece up here. I think that's 9mm I used this side. Yeah, I think that's pretty sure it's 9mm. Or is it 12? Hard to tell with this stuff on. Yeah. So yeah, really I want to use the same thickness this side. So have a look at, have a little measure up. Shape. Let's just shape it at the bottom. Well, shape it all the way really. Yeah, that might be quite awkward to do that, but we'll have a go. That's the carpet put on there, the 4-way stretch. Again, I had a few little issues. It's a bit of a complicated shape to do because you've got this double reveal here, 2 lots of corners to try and negotiate. That's probably would have been better to do it in separate pieces. Maybe do this end inside piece and then do the outside piece, or do this cut along there and then do a separate strip right the way along. So I've got these little creases up in these corners again, which I think you can tease them out. You probably can't see that one there, I'm in the light. Yeah, I think you can sort of tease them out with a suede brush or something like that, just to try and blend them in a bit more. Yeah, all went okay around here. Now take the protective sticky off there so you can see outside now. And you can also see in. Right, so I'm going to fit this, which is the blind and fly screen assembly. It goes inside here. Yeah, it just screws in. These little tabs on here. Got these little ribbons. If you pull them, that just pulls out this section. And behind there are the screw fixings. So I will do that, I think. Get that on, because I don't think I'll be doing much more in this area that's gonna come into contact with that. I'll put a coat of stain on these seats, so they're ready for measuring up for cushions. That's had stain on it, that's all painted, so it's only really this here to deal with, which is a little bit away from that. So yeah, I think I'll get on and fit that in there. Oh yeah, that's right. I want the blackout sliding from the top. press all those out. Hopefully that will still fit in there. Okay. Yeah, so I just need to get it all lined up and put some screws through. Don't think this came with any screws, if I can remember. So, let's see what we need. Nothing very big. Go through them holes. Yeah. How deep are they? Yeah, that should be okay. 25 mil. We'll get a couple of them in to start. This in the right position, or level and square. A bit more at the top. Right, let's try that there. These are hopefully to reach. With it. And square, the middle. Might be a little bit over that way. I don't think that will matter. Move you a bit. Is a bit too tight to the frame there. Yeah, I have cut that a little bit over, I think. So this is actually hitting these screw holes are actually fitting the black inner frame. Just drill a little pilot hole there. Yeah, I'm going to cut this bit out, the recess. Put a little bit too much this side, not quite enough this side. Got plenty of gap here. Okay. Well, that tight, I like that as well. I wonder if they do actually put any screws in the side there. Because they do have to go through the deal. Just see what. Oh, it does. It does operate okay. But just those top and bottoms in, because these side screw holes are actually touching the metal. The black inner frame. Yeah. Perhaps you don't screw those, because these don't come with any instruction. Well, not very good instructions, shall we say. Right, well I think that is there, apart from just putting these little strips back in, just to cover these screw holes. A little clean. Carpet glue all over my fingers. Yeah, because I was just making a little. Let me show you that over here. Yeah, so that's pretty much that in. I don't think I need these. I'll have a look at the instructions, just check. But those screw holes there, either side, are when you try and screw in, they're actually touching the metal. So. That seems there's enough clearance on them. Yeah, so what I have been doing, let's get some light, is making a little cubby hole down there. See that? Yeah, so I can just sort of, I've just got that wedge back with the, waiting for the glue to go off. Yeah, but it's carpet lined it. Just to, you know, trainers or something, just drop in there, and I'll probably do a similar thing on that side. I can't do that one yet because I'm waiting for some more of this grey that I've got in here. Waiting for some more of that. I actually ordered the wrong stuff. I weren't sure what colour that was. That's what I had in the Vivaro, just some leftover stuff. I thought it was anthracite because that actually looked. I've got some other stuff, that, which I thought that was anthracite, but actually that must be black, because I ordered some anthracite and it's darker than that. That must be smoke. So I've now ordered another piece of that, just so I can do the other bit of this here. Where are we? There. Yeah, this piece, back of this piece. And I've got a little piece to go up the top here as well. So just a little bit of ply, which will go just to cover all that up. So I'll go in there. The only thing I did get wrong is a little bit here. And then I'll put another piece up underneath to cover up that. But I can't do this bit until I've done that bit. Yeah. Right. Yeah, so that's pretty much in. Do the flow screen? I can't remember. That's the flow screen. And they are sort of magnetic. Let's put this light over here. Yeah, so you can move them together like that, or just separate them, which is a bit hard to do one-handed. Yeah, pretty neat little windows, really. Right, I've got the same to do that side, though I'm not going to do that one yet because I've got quite a bit more work to do with it over here. Still got to sort a bit of ply up for the top there, carpet this up here. Or ply, I might even actually just see if I can get a piece of tongue groove, might be better, a bit more flexible, so it sort of curves at that end. Yeah, so that might be the next little bit to tackle. And then it's going to be the kitchen. Yeah, going to make up a kitchen unit, which is going to come over here somewhere. I think I'll leave a lot of room to get in and out. But this is only just an L1, H2L1. Yeah, so you've got a lot of it's medium wheelbase. You've got a lot of length. But I didn't want to put kitchen here, which would have probably been a more sensible location, because I wanted to keep access through to the cab. Hence why I've just got these two bulkheads here. Yeah, I've kept that one narrow, simply for getting in and out ease once the kitchen is in, and also it lets a bit more light through. So really all that's there for is when I have a curtain go across and get it behind, tap behind, shut out all the light. Won't have to worry about cab blinds in. Yeah, right, let's get these other two bits on.